Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. You already know what this video is if you're watching it, so let's get right into it. This is the highly anticipated, immaculate, incredible, stupendous pre-order from Teddy Bees. And yes, I'm in my jammies, and yes, I have dirty hair, but my plans got switched for this evening. And if I didn't do this video tonight, I wouldn't get to do it until probably this weekend. And I wanted to get this video out so you guys could watch it and then have a chance to watch everybody's videos and then, have time to go back and rewatch a section or something, because we've got a big holiday coming in a few days and then some shopping if you go out and all that stuff. So without further ado, here we go. Teddy Bees is owned by Tiffany Smith from Houston, Texas. I was one of the lucky ones this time to get my pre-order earlier in the shipping process than later. Last time, I think I was one of the last people to get my order, which I'm not complaining about. It's just been a little bit since I've had it up at the front. I've already opened up 2 of my UPS size boxes here, hence why I know it's going to be a long one. Each order comes with a beautiful card here, which she has her holiday appropriate little icons here along with the famous bee. And then on the back here, beautiful touch of detail with the tree. Her hints and tricks, tips and tricks for melting her wax. Less is more with Teddy Bees. I also do have a Kleenex here next to me. I'm a week out from a bunch of junk, and I do have my Coke Zero here next to me, and I'm going to need it. Okay. No particular order, of course. This is 100% fresh sniffs on camera. Here's my little sample bag. I've never gotten a sample bag before, but I know that I think she was working on something different, because some of us don't get samples, some of us get more than one sample, and maybe this is her solution to all of it, is putting it down in a little bit bag. So we'll do that. We'll do that last. Okay. Right off the bat, I see one of my requests. Pumpkin Woods. Pumpkin Woods. I think that she forgot to change the label, because this says pour date 10/23/25. So maybe she meant, 10/23/23. So maybe she meant 10/23/25. We'll just go with that. The last time this was actually offered was in 2023. I know it because I've been hoarding my tub, but I've been using it freely because this was chosen to come back this time. Pumpkin Woods. We have pumpkin spice, sandalwood, patchouli, tobacco, palo santo, and cold winter woods. So right out of the gate here, if you like pumpkin and patchouli from Bath and Body Works, you will like this. I'm not really completely sure if this is her dupe for that scent, but to my nose, and having the candle in my candle collection, having warmed a candle of it, and having warmed an entire tub of this scent, it's pretty damn close, if you ask me. It's not smoky, it's earthy. It's got Palo Santo in it. You can really smell the patchouli, the sandalwood. They marry beautifully with that charred pumpkin. When I say charred, it's not smoky charred, if that makes sense. I know it's an oxymoron, but it has a creaminess to it without it being spice. It's definitely not bakery. It's just a richness and boldness, if that makes sense. Pumpkin Woods, a big one right out of the gate. Okay, next, Old Magic. Old Magic. I'll try to read this backwards because I'm on my longer videos flipping it on my side so you guys read it the right way. Takes just as long as it does to upload the video, so forgive me for that. Old Magic. So this is cypress, pine, amber, velvet woods, moss, crisp foliage, autumn air, and burning leaves. Challenging my brain there. Burning leaves. Poured on 11/3/25. Old Magic. I don't remember if this is a new blend or a returning blend. Don't remember. But this is very much, if you like Whipstaff Manor, if you like any of her even though there's not Palo Santo blends in here, oil in here. If you like those types of blends, if you like Tiffany's smoky line, if you like her Game of Thrones inspired line, this one would be for you. Old Magic. Old Magic. Okay. Oh, my girl. Sugared chestnuts and apple butter. This, when this was released a few years ago for the first time, this was far and beyond my favorite scent of that pre-order a few years ago. This is one of my favorite fall scents. I had one loaf left. I'm working on it right now in my melting tote. In fact, it's actually downstairs in my kitchen area. This is one of the best creamy, universally accepting, because it's creamy apple and just ooey gooey hug and inviting, in my opinion, of course, because a lot of stuff is apple cinnamon, especially in public. If it's not vanilla, it's apple cinnamon or something like that, because most people gravitate to those scents. This is apple butter, brown sugar, toasted chestnuts, clove, and notes of spice. If you didn't get this in at least a souffle, I'm not trying to influence you to make any purchases or anything like that, but we know how this goes. If you didn't get this in at least a souffle, put it on your list to at least attempt to try it. I don't know how fast this one will sell out, but it's beautiful. It's creamy. It's creamy. It's rich. It has just the perfect amount of chestnut in it to where it's not super nutty. It's creamy and rich, ripe apple. I can smell a little bit of spice. Not bad. And the clove is in here, but it's just a touch, because clove, you usually know when clove's in a blend. I can't really tell in here. This is wonderful. It performs well. It's creamy. It's dreamy. It's a beautiful blender. I had that going the same time as a coffee, of course, and bakery, of course, but it also goes well, believe it or not, with blackberry. I had a blackberry jam butter cookie scent going a while ago. I've been working on my loaf for a while, and just the beautiful combination of that in the air, it's great. So experiment around, but I will always be in her corner. That's a great one. Okay, next. Oh, I'm excited about this one. Cashmere Pines. Cashmere's Pines, beautiful. We have the surprise down on the bottom here. This is beautiful. This is cashmere cedar, cashmere cream, vanilla balsam, and hints of Fraser fir. Cashmere cedar and cashmere cream, snowflakes and cashmere are beautiful. Oh, it's a glorious, glamorous pine. It's a pretty pine. She's a pretty pine. It's not like any of the other pine scents that are out there where it's unmistakably Christmas tree or Fraser fir. This is blended with the cashmere cedar to allow a little bit of mysteriousness and sultriness. I think Palo Santo and cashmere cedar are sultry scents to me, and I say that because they can go either way, and they can really sex up a scent, if you know what I mean. It's a beautiful, sophisticating scent. And oh, I like this one. Sometimes I can pop these out of the bottom easy to, here, this one's going to come out pretty easy here. Sometimes they have a tight seal on the bottom, but just look at the beautiful glitter here on the bottom of this. I'll just show you this once because they're all like this, but that's beautiful. You really get that vanilla balsam. I'm pretty sure vanilla balsam's in here. Yes, vanilla balsam with just a little bit extra pine. Like I said, it's not overly aggressive pine, which I like in my life. Cashmere Pines. Beautiful, sophisticated, pretty. Okay. Surfside Sweet Shop. This is a returning purchase of mine. I'm pretty sure I bought more than one of these. We'll see. This is birthday cake, marshmallow cream, butter cookies, cake batter, and beach treats, which is her take on beach nights. This is one of her most popular blends. I know she offers this, or at least a blend with this in it, just about every pre-order, and if not, she is a couple of pre-orders a year with this. This is well loved. It's always one of her best sellers. It's strong. You can tell that it's just by smelling it on cold, it's pretty linear in the dish too. It smells exactly like it does in the dish as it does cold, if you know what I mean. Sometimes scents change a lot. If anything, if I notice anything, the beech treats just becomes a little bit more prominent on hot, but this is far and beyond one of my favorite bakery scents from Tiffany. Sometimes I don't have the best luck with bakery scents from Teddy Bees, and I've said that many times on my channel. But Surfside Sweet Shop is one of those exceptions that I know performs well in my home, that gives me that little bit of bakery vibe I want, but it's such a unique scent. It's keeping me coming back for more. Next. Oh, I can't wait for this one. This is I Heart Vanilla Earl Grey Tea. So this one, show the beautiful back here too. Creamy vanilla marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, and marshmallow clouds. That's her I Heart Vanilla. And blended with Earl Grey tea. So if you already like her I Heart Vanilla and you like Earl Grey tea, I hope you got this one, or it's on your list to try or request back in the future. This is beautiful. The Earl Grey tea, it's a strong oil. It really is. But when you blend it with this I Heart blend that has so much creaminess to it and Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, it takes the sharpness, if you know what I mean, it takes the sharpness down a notch to where it's a creamier version of the Earl Grey tea, which I'm here for. Not that I don't love Earl Grey tea. I do. I like a sharp, punchy tea. But sometimes it's better blended if it's calmed down a little bit. You know, if you wanted to blend this with something or have it going in an opposing warmer, in my opinion at least. But that's a beautiful, relaxing, serene blend. Okay, next. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Tiff's favorite birthday cake, layered, as you can see, with milk and cookies, zucchini bread. You know I had to get this one. Tiff's favorite birthday cake is Tiff's favorite lavender, blended with white cake and buttercream. And it's layered. Down here on the bottom is the zucchini bread layer. It's the milk, cookies, and zucchini bread. So milk and cookies is one of her house blends, signature blends. And it's luscious by itself. But this here, the top layer, you're going to smell Tiff's favorite birthday cake, which is a creamier version of Tiff's favorite lavender, which has lavender and coconut milk in it, which is one of my favorite lavender oils. It's one of the first blends that got me hooked to vendor wax in early 2021. And so I flipped this out here to show this bottom layer. Damn, is that good to smell that milk and cookies and zucchini bread. Sometimes I have a hard time smelling zucchini bread in Tiffany's blends, but in this one I don't. It's very much there. Slice this down so you have a piece of each color in your dish. It's meant to be that way. So I will have to change up how I cut this down when I chop it up. Because if you watch my chopping chats, which I'm due for one, but I don't know when I'm going to get it done. I will chop my Teddy Bees a little bit different, but I will of course change because this one is a layered blend. I got a little bit of that on my finger. A little bit of wax came out from underneath the lid. Oh, can't wait for this one. Fig Hollow and Marshmallow Woods. Marshmallow Woods is, you guessed it, commodity milk. So Marshmallow Woods is commodity milk blended with sweet fig, soft florals, sandalwood, sensual vanilla, vanilla birch, and sweet cake. This is one of the most anticipated blends for me from this pre-order. This is beautiful. I know that this is, I'm pretty sure this is a perfume in here from Fleur. I'm pretty sure it's from Fleur. The name is escaping me now of what Fig Hollow was, but it's beautiful nonetheless. Sometimes I'm just, this is the first time I'm really smelling these, so if I'm a little quiet in between sniffs, I'm just taking it all in and processing. It's beautiful. The milk is there. The commodity is there. This might need a little bit of a longer cure time because it does have vanilla in it. It does have central vanilla, vanilla birch, sweet cake. Those can be a little lighter to the nose. But this one is definitely one that I'm going to have in my shopping tote for early next year. This one was poured on October 13th. So we're a month and a half in of cure time. But Fig Hollow Marshmallow Woods. I really like that one. Okay. We have a souffle of Christmas Party. I didn't get a lot of souffles this time. Christmas Party. Sweater weather, cranberries, orange, tangerine, and a hint of spice. It's been a while since I've had a sweater weather blend from Tiffany. The last one I used, I think, was... oh, I don't remember the name of it because I used it a while ago. I think it's over in my empties. I can't remember the name of it though. This one, I really like sweater weather. And I just got sweater weather from a couple of other vendors because I use it and then it's not poured, you know, in the half of the year. And then it starts coming back when fall starts being poured in the middle of summertime. So I don't have a lot built up. So I'm replenishing it. I haven't had it with fruit, but it works. It's kind of a cranberry chutney vibe with a little bit of orange to it. There is tangerine in here too. So really a nice punch of citrus, but I can get every note here. Slightly spicy, but not bad. The sweater weather is there for that masculine apple that it provides. It's masculine apple to my nose. And cranberries there, the boldness of that. Just a touch of spice, not much. This is a good one. I wasn't going to go buy this one. That's why I bought it in a smaller size because I thought, well, what if it gets goofy? Because sometimes I don't really care for orange in wax. So that's why I got the smaller size. But you know what? That's good enough for me because I don't really warm sweater weather when my husband's home. It's one of his, he doesn't know how he feels about it, blends. So, you know, if you have one of those at home, what that's like. You have to pour your, warm your stuff when so-and-so isn't home, kind of a thing. This next one is Campfire Stories. This was one of the Forget-Me-Nots, hence why it's in a different container here. This is Ooey Gooey S'mores, Cold Night Winds, and Sweet Vanilla Woods. So, I took a chance with this one because I'm not really a heavy vanilla or smoky marshmallow just by itself blend person. I like it blended with things, but just not by itself. But I'm going to tell you something right here. There's something in here. I think it's a combination of the vanilla wood and the s'mores. It doesn't smell like chocolate to me or anything. It might be a little bit of graham cracker and a little bit of toasted marshmallow or even campfire marshmallow. Cold Night Winds. It just gives a little bit of an outdoorsy scent, as outdoorsy grace of outdoors, if that makes sense. It's not outdoorsy, it's not masculine, it's not anything like that. It's very much a marshmallow campfire situation. That's nice. I can tell there's a bakery component to it with the s'mores, but this is very nice. I'm really glad I took a chance on a wild card. You never know. Wild cards sometimes turn out to be some of the best decisions you ever made. My wedding gown was a wild card. Okay, smoked pumpkin spice, another souffle. Smoked pumpkin spice. We have pumpkin puree, brown sugared pumpkin, hints of maple, crunchy streusel, ginger snap, and smoked woods. I love Tiffany's ginger snap or ginger blends. I am hoarding smoked ginger snaps, which was around the same time as pumpkin woods was the first time around, and I need to get cracking in that boy now because he's been waiting patiently. It's his turn to shine in the warmers. But this one here, smoked pumpkin spice, I bought this one because I know that I've had smoked ginger snaps for a while and I wanted to use it, and I wanted a blend that was kind of similar to that one, and I think this one fits the bill. I smell in this one very much the ginger snap, but I also get a little bit of creamy pumpkin and a little bit of brown sugar and a touch of spice. Not bad. It is, I get a little bit of maple. I get just a little bit. This is a very complex but simple blend. Does that make sense? Complex but simple. Because every time I snip this, which trust me, if you're not new to Teddy Bees, you know how many times you've got an order and you've sniffed it when you got it and then sniff it the next week or the following and it smells completely different. It's like it's matured even more. Or even letting it sit for months or maybe a year or something. You know what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful experience. But this one, I'm happy with this one. This is one that could be warmed any time of year, but especially beautiful in those early fall days where the leaves are just starting to fall. They're not still green, but they, you know how it takes a good few windstorms or rains to bring down a good bit of leaves. This is before that's happened, where the days still have a little bit of warmth to it. That's a great blend, in my opinion, to warm at night like that. We're past that here, by the way. Christmas cookies. That's this one here, Christmas cookies. This is an assortment of baked cookies, powdered sugar, buttercream, pine, and warm spices. This is another one I took a chance on because historically the Christmas cookies and the sugar cookies and all of those blends just don't perform well in my home and my brain can't smell it. So this one here, I was intrigued by this one because I thought, you know, I do like Christmas trees and cream, which I think is coming up in one of these boxes because I'm pretty sure that was on this pre-order. This one, if you like Christmas trees and cream, which is pine blended with buttercream, it has a little bit of a similarity to it, but it has much more bakery to it. This has a nice grace of pine, a nice creamy factor to it, but this one is going to need to cure a while for me to be able to pick that up in my home, just because I knew that going into it, but I still wanted to give it a try. Okay. This is Christmas. So this is Christmas. We have pine needles, sorry, the craft paper, when you go digging around in here, sometimes it gets up in the nose, so pardon me. This is pine needles, spruce, balsam, apple cinnamon, cozy fireside, warm tonka, and melted marshmallows. Okay, so a little bit of a 'tis the season and a little bit of the perfect Christmas, but right off the bat, this is already heavier pine. The first three notes of here are pine, spruce, and balsam. So of course it's going to be a pine heavy blend. I get a little bit of apple cinnamon in here. If you like Christmas past, if you like old school Christmas, and there's one more that's kind of similar to all of those. Christmas is coming, but I think that one has gingerbread in it. They're all in the same kind of wheelhouse. You would like this one here. I like this. I don't get too much fireside right now. It's pine and been blended beautifully with apple with a little bit of cinnamon. That's a nice blend. Sorry, my nose is itching here. Real life. Okay, next. This is a repeat purchase of mine. Talk about trees. This is Pacific Northwest Winter. This is the winter scent, if you like trees. This is fresh snow, pine sap, fresh mistletoe, vanilla balsam, a slight hint of cranberry, and burning fireplaces off in the distance. So this one, it's not just pine, but it does have a pine presence. This one, vanilla balsam, absolutely vanilla balsam. A little bit of crispness to it, which I can only attribute it to the fresh snow. I don't get too much cranberry. This is pretty much a tree scent. If you like trees, if you don't like trees, don't try this. You won't like it. You gotta like trees. Okay. Where am I at? 24 minutes. Not bad, but not good. I'm not done. Okay, Cozy Christmas. I did get souffles. I don't remember what I ordered. Cozy Christmas. This is spiced mandarin, warm apple cider, cinnamon, clove, pine cones, crisp evergreens, and spiced vanilla. So another one that evokes the Christmas spirit. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, man. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's not just pine that you're getting. It's easier for me to take this out, sniff it, and read. So pardon me. I get the spicy orange. You know, at Christmas time, holiday time, they have the spiced orange and clove oil. You know, if you know what I'm talking about, those pomander and orange and those straight just holiday spice, or even if you like kitchen spice from Yankee, something along those lines. I smell that. I get a little bit of apple, a little bit of clove, but a little bit of pine in the background, and believe it or not, pine cones. I can smell that part of it here. And a little bit of spiced vanilla. This is beautiful. Right off the bat, opening the bag, the first thing it hit me was orange. Spiced orange. I like spiced orange. Regular orange can be hit or miss, but spiced orange I typically like. I'm glad I got that blend. Really glad. Okay. Sleigh Ride. Sleigh Ride. Vanilla Snowflake, Vanilla Balsam, Candy Cane, and Vanilla Mint. So basically Vanilla Snowflake from Bath & Body Works with a little bit of pine and candy cane. I'm getting candy cane, believe it or not, right off the bat. Candy cane. The mint is there. Vanilla Snowflake is a Bath & Body Works scent. I don't get too much of it, but this is going to need to cure for a while for me, like I said, because it's vanilla heavy. Vanilla Snowflake has a little bit of coconut in it, has a little bit of mint in it along. So it was very smart of Tiffany to add extra mint in there and put a little bit of candy cane, because coconut and peppermint go good together too. Sleigh Ride. I really like that one. It's nice and clean. Crushed candy cane sugar cookies. I really took a chance with some of these blends here. Signature sugar cookies blended with candy canes and vanilla. So this one here, I don't remember buying this one, but I did. This one, the sugar cookie is there. I know it's there because it's a sweet peppermint bakery, but it's light to me. But that's to be expected because it's sugar cookies with candy cane, which isn't necessarily, it's not peppermint. Candy cane is a softer, more delicate version of peppermint to my nose. It's sweeter. Then you have vanilla in there. But that's it's a beautiful mint bakery. It's just light to me. Okay. A Walk in the Snow. This one is Fallen Snow. Toasted marshmallows, peppermint, with a hint of pine. So this one, you can see that there. It's cooling to my nostrils, but it's not overbearing peppermint or mint. It's very delicate. I get pine. I get snow. It's almost how when a fresh snow is falling, or has fallen, or is falling, and you walk out in it, how it kind of quiets all of the scents around you. Sometimes you can smell the trees if the sun has been out and there's snow on the ground and the snow has melted off the pines. I grew up in the country, so that imagery is in my head. But it's almost kind of like that, where it lets you know it's there, but it's not pow in your face. This is a very delicate, dainty blend. This could be a good bathroom scent in that it's gentle. I know some people, I warm anything in my bathroom. I warm bakery in my bathroom. I'm not one of those people that only have bathroom scents. But I could see this living in a bathroom because it freshens up the space. It's a little bit of, it's just a clean, crisp, snowy day with a little bit of pine. It's a gentle blend. That one, it's tough to describe. It's, when I say gentle, I don't want you to think it doesn't smell like anything. It does. It's just, it's not all blends are supposed to knock you down. And that's one of those that I think that was done purposely like that. Okay, I have more down in this box here. Teddy bear biscuits. This is a repurchase for me. This is warm beignets made with nutmeg, creamy vanilla, coated in powdered sugar, and dipped in whipped cream. Now, Mrs. Teddy Bear is this with cherry pie filling, and it's beautiful. It's yummy, delicious, authentic cherry pie. But we're talking about teddy bear biscuits today. This is nice. You can smell the beignets and the sugar and just that yummy little bit tiny touch of fried dough. Not too bad. A little bit of nutmeg. Nutmeg can be a secret ingredient in a lot of things. If you know, you know. It just gives a little something to it. I smell this blend performs well. I've had it before, but it's not too spicy. It has a little touch of something, but it's not, if you do not like cinnamon sugar and you don't like spice at all, you could handle that one. It's not bad. Hyde. What's in Hyde? Blackberry compote. I'm stretching my leg out here. Blackberry compote, Earl Grey tea, tobacco vanille, warm cinnamon, clove, and campfire smoke. This one I am highly anticipating because it's got a lot of things that I am in love with right now. Earl Grey tea, tobacco vanille, cinnamon and clove. I love all those things. Oh boy, is this something. This is absolutely gorgeous. Complex. I can get the Earl Grey tea. I can get the blackberry. I can get a little bit of smokiness to it. The sophisticatedness of, excuse me, the sophisticatedness of tobacco vanille. A little bit of smoke, not bad. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If you like tea scents, put this guy on your list. It's not as tea forward as, I would say, I Heart Vanilla Earl Grey tea, but it's there. It is there. God, is that good. Beautiful, Tiffany. Hyde. Beautiful. Witches Be Crazy for Apple Spice. This is a repurchase of mine, I think. Maybe I'm thinking of I Heart Vanilla Apple Spice. Excuse me. I think this might be a new blend. I don't remember right now. So Witches Be Crazy is one of her signature house blends. That is birthday cake, pecan waffles, sugar cookie dough, and a pinch of cinnamon. Spice vanilla, and then it's blended with apple spice, which is apple, brown sugar, cinnamon, and it says a butter crush background, which is probably the butter cookies, if I had to guess. Apple spice, and Witches Be Crazy. Ah, Witches Be Crazy. At one point, it probably still is my top bakery blend, but it's up there in my like 5-way tie for #1 favorite bakery blend. It's beautiful. It's rich, heavy, yummy, yummy, fattening, decadent bakery. And in this case, you have apple spice added in. I really get the integrity and the richness of that Witches Be Crazy. And the apple spice is there, but it's just it's not a overbearing or overpowering apple, cinnamon, or brown sugar, or any of those things. It's just, it's there. It's mostly Witches Be Crazy with a hint of sweet apple. Man, is that good. That one's gonna be in my shopping basket. Absolutely. Okay, next. Cashmere and apples. Cashmere and apples. So this one here is White Cashmere Woods, Beach Treats, Notes of Apples, and Damp Woods. So what drew me in right away with this one is, you guessed it, beach treats. I haven't really had much beach treats with apple before. White Cashmere Woods, I'm interested to see how that smells, and Damp Woods, Tiffany uses that oil quite a lot. But I was really intrigued by apple and beach nights. Let's see what she smells like. Very much beach nights, beach treats. And a creaminess to it. I can't put my finger on exactly what it is. The beach nights, can you see it? There you go. Sorry. The beach nights, I think I'm going to have to sit with this one because I don't really quite know how to put it into words. It has a cashmere vibe to it. It's cozy and warm and comforting, and it evokes that yummy factor, like wrapping yourself up in a blanket. That is definitely in here. But what that is on the label, I don't know. I don't know if it's the damp woods. I'm not sure. But the beach nights is there very delicately. Sometimes, I don't know if this will pop out. Oh, this will pop out easily. Sometimes you can smell a little bit more on the bottom. And this one smells identical all the way through. My nose is having a hard time picking up I know the beach nights is there, but it's very delicate right now. But that's a delicate blend, but it's very, very lovely. Very lovely. Very lovely. Laid on the Beach in Rose. I'm pretty sure I got more of this one. This was one I was really anticipating because I love rose. This is the most authentic rose scent. It's soft, damp petals, the stem, thorns, and all, blended with marshmallow clouds and beach treats. So laid on the beach is marshmallow clouds and beach treats. With rose, oh, that's wonderful. You have to like rose. Definitely 100% non-negotiable. You have to like rose. But this is a very beautiful, sophisticated, one of the prettiest rose oils I've smelled. And I buy rose from just about any vendor that offers it that I buy from. Sugared rose petals, another vendor has. It's a little bit quieter than that, but it's definitely rosy. I don't get too much of the beach nights or the marshmallow clouds, but those will come alive on warm. Tiffany blended these two together on her side after the last pre-order RTS, because rose, plain rose, which I got, that's the only one I really wanted. I got that because I love rose, and to have Tiffany have a straight rose blend, that was a no-brainer for me. And I think I know I did, maybe several other people asked if she would consider offering this as a blend on the pre-order, and she said sure. So here we go. This one, beautiful for springtime, beautiful to warm on a wedding day. You know, anything that's a floral, maybe a bath time, that's perfect. Relaxation time, me time, close your eyes and take a nap time. I love that blend. Anthony's Cabin. This is a repurchase of mine. I haven't bought this one in a while, so I went ahead and got a souffle of it. This one is strong. That's why I got a souffle. This is birch leaves, citrus peel, pine cones, white florals, vetiver, sandalwood, and woods. This one, I believe the lady's name is Dawn. This is a blend created in honor of her son. I'm pretty sure her name is Dawn, but if not, I'm sorry. But this was created for somebody's son. Look at that gorgeous blue, that same vibrant blue that she uses for Surfside Sweet Shop. This is a very nice blend, but like I said, it's strong. I only need a little itty bitty piece of this, so this will last me a while. I'm not one to put this type of scent all throughout my home. I like it in just a contained space. Most of the time I have this going in an open concept just because it is such a powerhouse in my home. This is really too strong for my office. You know, after a period of time, if I have too much concentrated outdoors or tree scents, I can get a little overwhelmed nose-wise. So I like this in an open space, and it just, when my heat is on and the blower's on, it's just a beautiful, beautiful scent. This is... it's a special scent. I know every time this is offered, people say it's special, and it is. It's a very classy, tasteful tree blend with a little bit of floral, but not too bad, and a little bit of sandalwood. That's a beautiful scent. It always will be. I tap my plug for my ring light. Spiced pumpkin and caramelized bananas. Oh boy. Creamy pumpkin, brown sugar, pumpkin pie spice, caramelized bananas, creme brulee, and charred sugar with a hint of spiced woods. This one I've never had before. It might even be brand new. But oh my goodness. Sometimes, have you ever had Bananas Foster? Bananas Foster is caramelized onion, sorry, wrong type of food. Caramelized bananas, and they flambe it. You know, they put liquor over it. I don't know if it's rum or bourbon, and then they light it on fire and they cook that down, let that alcohol burn off. This reminds me of a Bananas Foster, but it has a little bit of spice to it, but it's gorgeous. Spiced pumpkin. I'm getting definitely the banana. I'm getting the sugar. I'm getting a little bit of pumpkin pie spice. This is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It is, for those of us that like a little bit of a banana, but a creamy banana and a creamy pumpkin. This hits the nail on the head. Oh, I'm happy about that one. Very much so happy about that one. I'm getting down to the bottom of this first box. Lux Winter Woods. Lux Winter Woods. This is new to me. This is white oak, vanilla cashmere, vetiver, soft woods, warm bourbon vanilla, and cottonwood. So, I sometimes like a laundry. I'm not always in the mood for laundry. But the few blends of laundry I've had from Tiffany, I've really, really liked. So, the cottonwood, maybe this isn't supposed to be laundry, but to me, anything that has cotton in it pulls a little bit of that to me. That might just be me and my crazy mind, but I guess this isn't laundry. I misspoke with that. I'm thinking of Lux Linen. That one is a laundry scent, so I'm sorry, pardon me. Just erase what I said so far. White oak, vanilla cashmere, vetiver, soft woods. This is pretty. It's rich smelling, sophisticated wood, creamy, little bit of bourbon, vanilla cashmere. This is one of those scents that make you hug, make you want to hug, make you feel like you're getting hugged. I like this one. This will be pretty in a smaller space because it's a little on the milder side. This is a moderate scent, so I'll have that going in the bedroom or upstairs, but it's rich smelling, sophisticated. I like that one. Let me see if there's anything else in this front box here. I don't think so. So we're going to go ahead, get this one out of here. Pause, please. This one has to have all my tubs in it. Okay. I really don't remember what I ordered, and I didn't look at my invoices beforehand, but that's okay because I've been surprised. Okay. I knew she was in here. Christmas Trees and Cream. This is one of her top sellers, one of her best sellers. This is #1 for a reason. It is fresh pine bows, vanilla sugar waffle cone, and rich vanilla buttercream. This one can be blended with anything and everything, or it's strong enough to stand up on its own. This is a scent that I know a lot of people like to have going because not a lot of people like a pow in your nose pine. Excuse me, there are some of us that do, yes, but a lot of us prefer pine blended with something to tone that down. At least I do. And I've had my days when I really first got into home fragrance back in the 90s, back when it was just Yankee and Wicks and Sticks in the mall. You know what I'm talking about. Wicks and Sticks was a great store. Those little specialty places like that was the only time that I had fragrance in my life. My mom always had potpourri going on the stove, but there weren't those shops available like there are today. You know, Amazon wasn't a thing, and there was not vendor wax, and there was no market for it. But then Yankee took off, and I don't want to say it's like it was in the 90s now because it's not, but I loved pine from those places. And those are the rough and tough what is it? Balsam and cedar from Yankee. That is what I warmed for years. I didn't like bakery, believe it or not. What? I don't like bakery? That evolved in my vendor wax journey. Up until then, I wasn't one that bought the cakes and the cookies, candles from Bath and Body Works. I got the spices and the pines and things that were different, not bakery and not fruit even. So when this came along and I realized that, oh, I like pine, but I'm kind of still burnt out on it from my youth. The fact that it's blended with buttercream and any bakery, it blends well with all that stuff. It's something that I love and I want in my home. And even if this isn't the only blend you have going at one time, you can warm this with other stuff that would, is season appropriate. Some people blend this when they have a cranberry blend going, or they have a peppermint blend going. Anything that evokes the scent of the season that you're looking for to create the magic in your home, that's what this is for. And I know this one is a scent memory for a lot of people. My personal attachment is Old School Christmas, but this one is a close second. I didn't have, half of my childhood was a live Christmas tree. And then especially, the few years before my parents separated at 16, when I was 16, was really tough in my home. And my memories are spotty about, I don't remember what we had, what Christmas. And as I'm getting older and further removed from those times, it's just becoming fuzzier and fuzzier. But my dad was adamant that we had a live Christmas tree, that we only got the week of Christmas. This decorating for Christmas in October wasn't a thing when I was a kid. You didn't even speak of Christmas until the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade when Santa Claus was at the end. Then it was all hell broke loose Christmas time. And I miss those days. And I think a lot of us are feeling that way because I've seen so many people say we need a really good, true Black Friday of the late 90s and early 2000s. So I know the nostalgia is thick out there in the world. So that one there is reminds me of better times, good times. I shouldn't say better times because I'm very, very blessed and very grateful for what life I have now. But it takes me back to the pre-bills and the pre-responsibilities and the pre-dating and all of that wonderful stuff as an adult. I understand now what adults mean by don't grow up. Don't be in a hurry to grow up. And they're right. But you don't know it until you're here. You're like, can I go back? But we can never go back. So, Laid on the Beach in Rose. I knew I bought more of this one. This one, another Surfside Sweet Shop. I knew I bought another one of this one because I always make the mistake of buying one. And when I cut into it and I start using it, I'm like, man, why didn't I buy another one? I want to use this all day long. But it smells so good. I love that. She did one a couple of years ago called Holiday Sweet Shop, I think, or Holiday Surfside Shop. And it was that with pine. It was nice. Obsidian. Oh, obsidian. Obsidian. Dark plums, baked fig, spiced black tea. There we go. Cinnamon, warm embers, chestnuts, clove, balsam, and vanilla cashmere, which is by the fireplace type. Let's see what this one's about. Sorry. Oh, tea. That tea is number one. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I wish there was smell-o-vision for you guys to smell this. Black tea, plum, fig, you name it. Any blend that has that in it that Tiffany offers, I'm going to buy because she's really, really, really good. Dare say the best at sophisticated, hard to find blends like this. In fact, that's what keeps me coming back for more. I see many people talk about how Teddy Bees is a bedroom scent or a background scent, and they don't get a lot of performance in their home. I know what you're talking about, but I am that way with most of her bakery scent stuff. So do I take a chance here and there and get a couple of bakery scents? Yes, because every so often they're a fantastic hit, like Surfside Sweet Shop. When I was new to Teddy Bees, I would have thought, that's Beach Nights and Bakery. I've smelled that 100 times. But there's something different with that. So every so often, I get one that wows me. But this, I can't get this. I can't get this from every vendor. I can't get the brain that Miss Tiffany has to come up with these blending on my side in my home with what limited supplies I have. So that, coupled with Tiffany's transparency, her communication, how she has everything down, almost military-wise in terms of structure, and she's got to start this then. She can't go too much over this. She can't add more because of tat. You know, just she has it down to a science, and that's what keeps me coming back for more and purchasing all this stuff. So I think a lot of us are in the same boat in that way. Cider Lodge. This was one that was in the RTS only, and I missed out on it. Hot apple cider, warm chestnuts, smoky woods, and sweet vanilla, which is by the fireplace, bitter oranges, clove, evergreens, palo santo, peppercorns, and patchouli. So, okay. This one I'm going to flip upside down, I think, if it'll pop out here. Come on. There we go. Broke the seal. Smelling it underneath, sometimes. Tiffany has even said this creates a skin on the top. Open it up and really smell the bottom of it. On these ones where it's hard for me to put into words, I do that. I get the orange, I get the clove, I get the patchouli, and I get the apple, and I get the chestnuts, and I really get it all, but it's beautiful. One of my favorite lodge scents. Wonderful. Deep fall, early winter, or even wintertime. That's a great one. Edge of November. Oh, really looking forward to this one. Edge of November. Notes of this one. I don't know if I can read this one backwards. I'll try. Glazed plums, orange peel, spiced butter, hint of coconut, cardamom milk, vanilla bean, toasted walnut, cinnamon bark, and toasted espresso and amber resin. Okay. She's complicated, but I went right for a tub. This one's tough. Cardamom milk. The tiniest hint of walnut, a little bit of espresso. This is not coffee by any means. No, no, no. I get oranges, a little bit of butter, coconut, cardamom. Oh, that one's beautiful. It's tough, 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 tough to describe. It's kind of one that if you like these oils, but you're not quite sure what this would smell like, just try a souffle if you want to. This one, I can't put it into words. Sometimes her blends render me speechless. This is one of them. I just can't find the words. Nocturne Noel, spice pine resin, cedarwood, frankincense, myrrh, rich vanilla bean, and burning embers. Frankincense and myrrh and cedarwood, such a good vibe. Strong, 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 strong. That frankincense and myrrh is rich. I get a little bit of smoky from the embers. And the pine is rich. It's sophisticated, sexy. Reminds me of a layer of, work with me here, like a layer of Dracula, or somewhere that's deep that doesn't get a lot of sunshine, if any sunshine. Something that has layers of moss growing over it, but it's dark and damp and mysterious and smoky. That's that one to me. Pretty and Poetic. This one is fresh strawberry, apple blossom, cassis leaf, vanilla orchid, sugared violets, sandalwood, marshmallow clouds, and vanilla birch. Yes, please. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that gorgeous purple color. Love that. This one, I can smell the vanilla orchid and the sugared violets, but I also smell vanilla birch. I smell marshmallow clouds. I smell the first part, which I'm pretty sure that's a perfume, but I don't remember which one it is right now. This is very feminine, but not too heavy floral. It's creamy floral, and it's pretty. It's like what a little girl princess would want to smell like. I got 2 Pretty and Poetic. Another Obsidian. See, I know me. Hide. Yes. I might not have to go in on the RTS now. So last Saturday, not this past, last Saturday, I woke up with a obnoxiously painful, terrible sore throat. Fast forward to Tuesday, I'm in the urgent care for the second time, not able to breathe, so much congestion, face swollen, just feeling miserable. I go out, I finally am diagnosed. I get my, my prescription sent to the pharmacy. I go out to the parking lot, and when you start your car up and your battery turns over, my battery was acting weird. It didn't have the vroom that it usually has. So I thought, well, looked at the clock. They're still open. I took my car. I had just had my transmission fluid changed the Friday previous, and I needed a new battery. So I had 2 unexpected things happen this month. So I don't know if I'm going to be purchasing anything in the RTS, quite frankly. I need to recover a little bit, and then the holidays are here and stuff. So I'm really glad, because Hide was the one I would go back in for if I was going back in. I like that one a lot. Angel. Beautiful color. Angel. This one is Beach Treats, Soft Vanilla, Amber Woods, Tonka Bean, Bouncy Marshmallows, Caramel Woods, Sandalwood, and a light note of pear. Beautiful description. Gorgeous color. Look at that. Oh, look at that beautiful sheen. I'm getting Beach Treats. So the one that had the cashmere apples that had the Beach Treats in it, I didn't get that very much on that scent. But this one here, the Beach Treats, is much more dominant. But it's still soft. I'm getting Caramel Woods. I'm getting vanilla. I'm getting a touch of pear, but not bad. This is Creamy Beach Nights, Caramel Woods, vanilla, and amber. Tough to put into words, but pretty, sophisticated, lovely perfume. This would be beautiful in a perfume. Old World Apothecary. This is a repurchase for me. Although the one I haven't chopped yet. It's just it's on cold so far for me. But I'm going to chop it up now. This is Dark Cypress, Fallen Leaves, Charred Firewood, Mulled Citrus, Amber, Fallen Snow, Balsam, and hints of warm spice and vanilla. This one, it's tough to really put this one into words too. But the only thing I can say is, if you like anything that's dark and damp and has a little bit of warmth, firewood to it, and a little bit of citrus, a little bit of spice. The cypress is beautiful in here. It smells like, if anybody knows what a head shop is, I'm sure you do. Not like that, but like a distant relative in terms of how it smells when you go in there. It doesn't smell like weed or anything like that, but just something that has potions and herbs in it, and like it would be the witch in Snow White's, a little bit of this kind of a thing. This smells like what a witch's house workshop smells like. That's my imagination again. Edge of November. Ordered another one. Springtime in Montana. This has my favorite single oil in it, which is, what's the name of it? Name escaped me. I just talked about it yesterday. I can't remember the name of it. But how I know that is I smelled this. Summer linen. That's what it is. Summer linen. So if you like summer linen, try this one. I messaged Tiffany because I had this a few years ago for the first time, and I was smelling it. I'm like, I've smelled that before. I've smelled that before. Where have I smelled that before? And I had a souffle from Salt Mountain Melts of summer linen. This was a while ago. And I'm like, it smells like that blend. And I went, and sure enough, it was almost identical. This, I asked Tiffany if this has summer linen in it, and she says yes, and it's blended with vanilla balsam. So crisp cotton, lavender, white peach is the summer linen, and vanilla balsam. This is great. Strong, beautiful. It doesn't smell like traditional laundry. It's a little bit fruitier laundry, but I love this one. Hence why I got it in a tub. I didn't get any loads this time. At least I don't think I did. Spiced acorn. This is a repurchase of mine. This is the Mrs. Meyer's spiced acorn scent. This is the dupe for it. This is a strong one. You only need a little piece. I have a couple of tubs, but I'm almost finished with one of them. And trust me, this lasts for a long time. This is the scent of nutty acorns blended with autumn spices. I don't know if there's any stores out there that still have the Mrs. Meyer's fall scents on the counter. Target might, but it's probably all Christmas in there now. This has a nuttiness of an acorn with autumnal spices. It's not sugary or sweet or anything. I love this scent. Love this scent. Another springtime in Montana. The coziest Marshmallow Woods. Looking forward to this one too. I'm thinking about, I think I bought a second one of one I've already talked about, and I'm thinking in my head what the oil in it is. Okay, so we have Cozy Cookie Cake, which is warm iced white cake, beach treats, marshmallow fireside, and signature sugar cookie, blended with Marshmallow Woods, which is commodity milk, and Palo Santo. So that's the coziest Marshmallow Woods. Let's see what this one is like. It is Cozy Cookie Cake and commodity milk. That commodity milk. If you don't know what it smells like, if you are one that has yet to have a blend with it, go to Sephora. I wouldn't go to a Sephora in Kohl's. I would go to a standalone Sephora and go to commodity section and smell milk. Commodity has 3 different levels. There's bold, expressive, and I can't remember the other tier of it. They just get stronger during the 3 tiers. The one that this one is the one in the middle. I think that's what Dessa told me, because we talked about this scent before. She hadn't smelled it before. I know I'm talking about another vendor, but it's the same oil. She hadn't smelled it before, so she went to Sephora, smelled it, fell in love with it like all of us have. But this has a very, it's blended pretty equal to Cozy Cookie Cake. I can smell both, but if you don't know what you're smelling, to know what you're smelling in this blend, go smell the commodity milk. That's my suggestion if you're new and you want to know, well, what does milk smell like? Cashmere fig and vanilla cedar. Vanilla suede. This is the one I was thinking about. This is the one that has Father Figure from Fleur. Father Figure. I know I have another one in here. Yes, sir. I bought 2. Father Figure. Father Figure is my favorite non-feminine Fleur fragrance. Oh, I love it. I love it. I just had to smell this one. So Father Figure is fig, cassis, water lily, sandalwood, and vanilla, I believe. Sheer patchouli, cashmere cream, tonka bean, and vanilla suede. In fact, everything that I listed before vanilla suede, the fig, the cassis, the water lily, sandalwood, vanilla, patchouli, cashmere cream, and tonka bean. That all must be the description of father figure. I just know it's got fig and water lily in father figure and vanilla suede. I'm going to pop this one down and smell the bottom of it because I have to. I love father figure. But father figure, it's in here, but Tiffany has it balanced very beautifully with the vanilla suede. So it's not just, you're not smelling all vanilla suede, excuse me, all father figure with a little bit of vanilla suede. You're smelling both in one sniff. And that's it's beautiful. It's classy. Absolutely, absolutely like that one. Love that one, I should say. Another Nocturne Noel. Boy, all the ones I would buy two of. Okay. Milk Cookies and Christmas Trees blended with Marshmallow Woods. So Milk Cookies and Christmas Trees is a milk and cookies blend described as creamy vanilla, powdered sugar, sweet milk, and buttery cookie dough with Christmas furs. And then Marshmallow Woods is commodity milk. So I got all the commodity milk blends. I love that one. So, like I said in the beginning, commodity milk blends with everything. It's another Beach Nights. How Beach Nights goes with just about everything. Turn this one upside down and smell this one. You really get the richness of that milk and cookies with the pine. I don't get a ton of Marshmallow Woods on the bottom. I get a little bit of the integrity of it on the top. But this is beautiful. I like milk cookies and Christmas trees. I didn't get much cookie and tree, and I know she had a lot more of that on her menu, but I didn't get any of those things. I got a third one, cashmere fig and vanilla suede. I must have because I love father figure. So okay, coming down to the bottom here. Lands of Always Winter. This is a new one to me. I think this is a new blend period. Lands of Always Winter. Fallen snow, balsam, pine needles, hinoki wood, crisp mint, and crackling birch. I had a blend a few years ago with hinoki wood in it, but I don't remember what it's called. It was from Tiffany, but I don't remember what it was called. This is pretty. Another tough one. See, as much as I love to do Teddy Bees hauls, some of these are really challenge for me here because I haven't smelled these ahead of time. I can't think about, well, or sit and smell them 50 times before I really can put them into words. This is all on camera. It's got a woodsiness to it and a smokiness to it. But it's a little sweet too. It's slightly, I don't want to say powdery, but I get a little bit of cooling mint and a little bit of snow. Of course, it does have those two in it. It has pine and balsam and the creamy wood. This is nice. Beautiful. That's a beautiful scent too. I think I only have a couple more in here. This is the last one. Yep, this is the last one. And then we do the samples. So we have Syrax with smoky evergreens. So this is smoked dark cherries, plums, peppercorns, white woods, crackling birchwood, candied chestnuts, and a hint of chimney smoke blended with spruce, crackling fire, and evergreens. So that last part is the smoky evergreens. That first part is Syrax. Okay, if you like her deep, rich plums, if you like those spooky blends, this reminds me of I can see the scent right now. I have it over in my melting basket. It's one of the ones that has the rich plum in it. but it's not plum and peppercorn. No, it has the cherry and it has the plum and has peppercorn in it. There's so many now that have this base to it. Not necessarily Cyrax, but she uses her plum oil a lot and her peppercorns and that dark bold winter fruit, that stone fruit. And I get a little grace of pine in here. I'll shut up when I'm ahead on that one. And so now we're on to sample land. Let's see what I got in here. Okay, first one I have is Country Christmas. I've had this one before. This has pine in it and peppermint and Danish butter cookies. This is a nice one. Yep, it's just a little bit of a creamy Christmas with a little bit of pine. Next one is Midnight Snack. That has lavender in it though. Oh, have I had this one before? I don't know. Has lavender in it and cookies. I don't know if this is one that she's testing out or if this was on the list. I don't remember, but there's lavender in here. After that, I'm a loss for what I'm smelling, but that's a lavender scent and I really like it. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This was on the list, but I didn't buy it. It is a little bit of pine, candy canes, and cookies or buttercream or something like that. Yep, that's what this smells like. I've had this blend before. It's a little light for me, but they can be good in a space or somewhere where I want to have a little bit more of a pop of mint. And then my last one here is Cookie Woods Cafe. I didn't get this one, but I remember it being on the list. I just don't remember why I didn't get it. I think this has signature sugar cookies in it. Let me see if this bottom will pop out here so I can smell the bottom. Sometimes these little, there we go, little sample cups are challenging. There we go. I smell the cookie down there. I smell a little bit of a sweet smokiness, kind of similar to, but not quite, Marshmallow Fireside. But it has that cookie vibe to it. Might even have cake in it. That's nice. I would buy that. I don't know why I didn't buy that one. Oh well. Where am I at? An hour and 12 minutes. Okay, that's my pre-order this time. I try to tone it down a little bit in terms of descriptions and stories, and I think I did pretty good. So the ready to ship is this Saturday, November 28th, and I don't remember what time it's at. I'm sorry. I'll put it in the description of this video. So I hope everyone enjoys their orders. I know there are some of you that aren't getting your orders until after they're ready to ship. I've been in that position. It's happened to me. You either just have to sit that one out or take a leap and purchase ones that you think you're going to like more of, like I did with some of these. I did that on purpose because if I really, really love it, I don't feel pressed to go in for the RTS. And if I don't really like it, then I can pass it on to one of you guys. So that's my strategy. So I hope everyone has a beautiful week ahead. Happy Thanksgiving. Safe travels to those of you that are traveling. And I'll see you soon. Have a good night.